Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Marwari devotees have come. Sri Ramakrishna is addressing them various aspects of spiritual life, how to transcend and go beyond. He is explaining he has made from the beginning every soul that met him, and especially Vivekananda, who is going to narrate them, who is going to give his message to the world repeatedly with one insistence. The only purpose of human life is to transcend the nature and go beyond, realize God and be free. Total freedom from the nature forever. What happens if you are released from the nature? Nature cannot bind you. You are exempted from all the laws of nature. Forever. Nature cannot give you sukha dukkha. You are in the ocean of bliss. He can acquire any type of body, anytime, anywhere, if he wants. Nature cannot impose or make him have a body. Now we have been brought here into this world not out of our option, but our karmas have been responsible and nature has brought us here. We are bound by our karma and we are in the prison house of the nature. Sukha, dukkha, janma, mrityu, parting, joining, everything is happening within this. One day or the other, the soul gets tired running after these world lives after lives. So when the play in the world exhausts, the jiva turns to the divine. Oh, it wants to have unending bliss. Everyone aspires for joy, but there are few who aspire for a joy which is endless. I want to enter into such a state of existence. Now my existence is associated with physical body in waking state, which gets dissociated when I sleep. I enter into dream state when the subtle body and causal body, the mind and senses, and where knowledge is stored when I sleep, those two bodies I pervade. I am in dream state, waking to dream. Still I go behind. In the dream, nature takes me further, away from the mind and senses also, the subtle body. I land in the innermost sheath that covers my soul, the Karana Sharira, the causal body, gross body, subtle body, causal body. Going to the causal body, I enter into deep sleep. From there, leaving all aspects of nature, including my knowledge that I gain and move about in this world, my identity also I lose, all that are stored in the causal body at the root, and then I expand in the universal consciousness every day. So Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti. I am passing through these three levels of consciousness. My existence is there. I identified with all the three. I am in waking state. Withdraw from the body. I am in this dream state. Still withdraw the body with the consciousness. I am in the deep sleep. I am passing through three levels of consciousness. So my movements every day, I am going in a circular way, again to come back, again to go in. And temporary separation is sleep, permanent separation is death. What part separates from the body in sleep goes to the next body. And what happens? Whole life, how I spend, what momentum I acquire, that's going to continue in the next life. Whatever is karmic load, karma phala, according to that, I gain further. I go to another body to exhaust that karma. What kind of karma I have, what kind of tendencies I have to be fulfilled, I go and see that I get a different body altogether. It may be animal life, I can be a dog, I can be a cat, whatever bodily existence, where I can exhaust my karma, I go there. This continues lives after lives, lives after lives. It continues, never ending. So here Sri Ramakrishna is addressing that you may enter into solitude and continue a little more deeper. But then Sri Ramakrishna is speaking to them, but you must remember that nothing can be achieved except in proper time. Because the previous line of the previous paragraph, last paragraph of the previous paragraph, last line of the previous paragraph, is just previous line itself. In the same way, one makes progress towards God. It may be that you go into solitude now and then. Very often you go into solitude, in and through all the activities. Sometimes you take leisure and go and be in solitude. When I was there in Bangalore in those days, early days, even in college days, while going and coming some temple somewhere, on the way I'm going to college by cycle, just nobody is there. I park the cycle there and enter. I am totally in the solitude. I am facing myself, I am facing God. The world is absent. Then the spontaneity of my relation, intimacy with God, all this become natural and so, and here I start getting the grip on spiritual life. Without this solitude now and then entering, we will not be able to hold on to the divine at all times. So Sri Ramakrishna says, it may be that you go into solitude now and then, devote more time to prayer. Here in this, we understand that without prayer, nothing can give fruit, because each one is driven by karmic load. He wants to exercise control over everything, but is unable to, because past momentum is driving. So, what to do except prayer? I am being flown, I am flowing in the floods of the world, and some power which is beyond the flood. Another person is there by my side, he is also drowning, he cannot save me. A person on the bank can save me. So only power that is beyond, which can save me, is divine God. The power which is beyond the creation, within the creation, however big the power may be, it cannot take me beyond the nature. Within the nature, what the power is there, it cannot take me beyond the nature. So, from the transcendence, even Guru is a force from the transcendent working through a person. So, that power alone can take me beyond. There we come into the divine. So when we are driven by some other force which is not in my control, in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, the state of man, nigraha kinkarishyati. What can prakriti yanti bhutani nigraha kinkarishyati? Everybody is driven by their own nature. What can restrain to do? From within it is driving. It is from within driving. If I can see the force and it is objective, I can do. As a subjective, it is coming. I cannot attack a subjective force that is raising from within. Objective force I can push behind to my extent. It may overpower or it may get defeated. But anyway, if it is objective and seen, it is unseen coming from behind within. My own nature is driving me. So here, the prayer is the one thing which is going to give a way out to seek some external help beyond the nature. I am praying to the Almighty who is pervading this universe. He is the Antarayamin in every being. That power, the universal consciousness, the consciousness which pervades my body is Jivatman. The consciousness which pervades the whole universe is Paramatman. So same consciousness at cosmic level, at individual level. Individual level is Jivatman. Cosmic level is same consciousness. Like space. Pot space is Jiva. Room space is Ishvara, the Lord of the universe. Beyond infinite space is Brahman. So I aspire for the external force to lift me from this predicament. So prayer. I am doing so much of sadhana, I am doing so much of prayer, but still nothing is happening. But you must remember that nothing can be achieved except in its proper time. The time must be coming. Time must be right. And what for this time is there? Some persons must pass through many experiences and perform many worldly duties before they can turn their attention to God. So they have to wait for a long time. Those who have attachments to the world, those who have awareness of self-imposed duties and responsibilities. We see when a person gets married, he has responsibility. Till then he is alone, he has to look after himself. The day he gets married, after that he is bound by responsibility and duties to that extent, and his mind is not leaving. Some people come to ashrama. I ask them, stay for a day. No, I can't. Why? I have to go home. What for? Stay for a day. No, they are not able to. That attachments, the bondage, they impose on themselves the duties and responsibilities as if they are inevitable. Nobody is inevitable in this world. So when that person passes away or sick and get admitted to the hospital, what is going to happen? Nothing. But we find ourselves no time for our sadhana, no time for our, how much of time we waste, how many times we escape home, but we don't do for the sake of God, for the sake of my own evolution, for the sake of my own welfare. I am not able to do. What is going to drown me? What is going to bind me? In that I am interested. So this makes the difference. So the jiva has to pass through many experiences. Each time he holds on to the word, thinking this will give me joy. Immediately you will see that whatever he catches is going to give him pain and suffering. Each time. He thinks, in this I will get joy. In this I will get joy. But till it catches, after it catches in such a way, you can neither escape nor get the joy you expected. Rest of the life is gone in that way. Fighting with the world, fighting within with internal conflicts and external conflicts. Life goes on. That doesn't mean one should not enter into the family life or in the world. But you must attain that much status that you are able to live in the world of dualities without getting affected by those things. Free soul, moving about, serving all others, giving love. He is freely moving about because he's not gaining anything. He doesn't have any expectations, demand. He has nothing to enjoy in this world. So I have come to this world to give, to understand that he has to pass through many experiences, good and bad, right and wrong. Nature gives according to your own karma, the sukha dukkha, but the way in which it is given is such that the jiva evolves to a higher level. Some pain, unbearable pain, to make him understand what is this world. Some joy, some relief, some peace, again bring him. So this moment slowly makes him, oh, enough of this play. Where is the real happiness? Where is the real joy? It wants to seek the real joy. So there it turns into, after so much of experience, it may pass through many lives also. Finally you see that it has reached a state where it can release it, try to release itself from the clutches of nature. So, some persons must pass through many experiences and perform many worldly duties. Both are elevating. Worldly duties unselfishly, just for duty's sake, he is doing his duties of life and offering it to God is equal to deep spiritual practices. He has nothing to gain. He is doing all his duties with great interest as if he is greedy and offering it to the divine as the duties of life. It is sadhana. It is spiritual practices. So they have to worldly desires, perform many worldly desires before they can turn their attention to God. Sometimes we pray, sometimes we remember, we don't pay attention to God. Just like I am living in a house with all, I smile, I talk, I move about and go away. I don't feel concerned about them. I am with them, but I am not concerned about them. I can be. Have you got concern? Doesn't matter if even if you don't move with them, or you are in solitude or this one. But do you feel concerned like that? You go to God, go to temples, bow down and come, everything. Do you pay your attention to God? To pay attention to God. Suppose somebody is coming, how much of attention we pay? A few days back, when an artist came, music artist, everybody's attention is on him and what he wants, where he is going to go, where he will be staying for a few minutes. All that, everybody is paying attention. This attention, do we pay to God? Just like I live with people, I am not concerned. I live with God as if I have no attention towards Him. Guest in somebody's house, like with God. So this should not. To pay attention to God is divert my attention from all and focus it on God. So this attention focusing is possible. For that, the jiva has to wait. How fast you can do that? How fast you can retire from the world attention, but you can never neglect duties and responsibilities. It's a part of your life, and that alone ultimately elevates you from the karmic load. You are released. You have bound yourself with karma, now you have to release yourself through karma. Just like winding a reel. You have wound it, you have to unwind it. Same hand, ulta reverse, moving. So through karma you have bound yourself. Now through karma. Selfish karma you did and you got bound. Unselfish karma you do and you get released. So here we see they have to wait a long time. If an abscess is lanced before it is solved, the result is not good. Abscess, when it comes, it will be hard from within. When it is filled properly with pus and all that, it automatically opens, ready to open, like tomato. Raw tomato and ripe tomato. Like that, abscess, when it is ripe and ready to get opened, it is then the doctor opens. He gives some thing to protect it and to make it ripe quickly. It's called poultice. They ask him to put poultice for 3 days. By that it is ready for to be lanced. When it is soft and has come to a head, when it is soft and has come to head, that one point to open gets ready in an abscess. Once a child said to its mother, what he's telling is, when time comes, everything happens. But you cannot stop your thinking that, let me wait for time to come. You will not do the spiritual practice. You have to go on doing the chick inside the egg. Mother hen has laid an egg, and daily it sits on it, and puts its worms for it to grow inside. Proper time she opens when the chick is inside, is ready to walk. The sixth sense of mother penetrates and understands the child is ready now. I have to open. It just it opens the egg. How it knows, you see, it has grown to the fullest and it is ready now. I can open that egg. So this opening, this has to open. Now, readiness to be opened by. Inside it is growing. The growth is complete. It doesn't stop because one day I will get opened. It doesn't stop its growth. It is growing. Because it is growing, mother is not worried. Similarly, you are doing spiritual practices for your spiritual growth that will continue. But when it comes to ripened state, mother will open. When the soul is ready, free from all clutches, mother will open the door. Something is holding back. Small desire, Sri Ramakrishna says. A small desire to eat sandesh is pending. He cannot get that mukti, release. That one he has to finish. And to finish he gets one more body. And he starts again going to school with pen and pencil, acquires more karma. And again the circle begins, no end. So this continues unendingly. So mother knows when to open the egg. Once a child said to its mother, "Mother, I am going to sleep now. Please wake me up when I feel the call of nature." It has to do pee. And mother is telling, "I will be wetting my clothes. You wake me up when I have to go." Mother says, "My child," said the mother, "when it is time for that, you will wake yourself. You will wake up yourself. Nobody need to wake up. That urge itself makes you wake up. I shall not have to wake you up." Nobody will know also. It knows by itself and it wakes up by itself. So the thing is, when the time is ripe, everything happens. The Marwari devotees generally brought offerings of fruit, candy, and other sweets for the master. They used to come with all the. Usually, the niyama is when you are going to see a holy man, don't go empty-handed. Take something, just a chocolate or sweetmeat, enough. So these are moneyed people who are in the business. So they take some sweets, candy, this, that, and all, fruits. But Sri Ramakrishna could hardly eat them. He was not able to eat. He would say, they earn their money by falsehood. I can't eat their offerings. You see, people take corruption. Each time I hear that this person has taken corruption, that person has taken corruption. If for signing one signature on the file, he took 50,000. Another person, he took 1.5 lakhs. When I hear these things, oh, where are they going? What's going to happen to them? It is easy to receive and spend. The money gets spent in no time. But what will be the future? How will they repay the debts that they have created? One life or many lives you may have to spend in their house as a laborer, as a servant, to repay the money, corruption that he has taken, along with the punishment from the nature. But they don't care, they don't understand the concept of karma at all. Now and here, tomorrow we don't know whether there is a rebirth or not. Let me enjoy now. That kind of tendency. So, I am not able to eat from their hands. They earn in wrong way. I can't eat their offerings. He said to Marwaris, "You see, one cannot strictly adhere to truth in business. There are ups and downs in business." Nanak once said, "I was about to eat food of unholy people when I found it is stained with blood." A man should offer only pure things to a holy man. He should not give them food earned by dishonest means. God is realized by following the path of truth. How clearly is mentioning, you see. He said to Marwaris, the whole thing, he is telling them directly, see, you should not give to. They have accepted Sri Ramakrishna. They too want to change. with lovingly they are coming, but they are not able to give up their old habits and understanding. Niranjanam nityamanantarupam bhaktanukampa धृतविग्रहं वै ईशावतारं परमेशमीड्यं तं रामकृष्णं शिरसा नमामः.